Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. My name is Rebecca, and we're going to get into Sagittarius, guys. This is the Sagittarius Love Weekly, so looking into a relationship that Sagittarius is having with someone. So I hope you're all doing well out there. I hope everything is going well with you. I hope you guys are staying safe. And I hope everything's all right with this stream. If there's any problems, please do just send me a message in the chat window or something like that. Just so I know everything's okay. I'm just going to make sure I've got everything up, and then we're going to get started. We're going to get right into it. Lovely Sagittarius. All right, so if you're regular on my channel, you know that I am a Sagittarius. So I love reading for my people, my sign. I have 4 planets in Sagittarius, so I'm pretty much a full-on. All right. Pull out 2 spirits. So we're going to start with your spirit oracles. All right, guys. And see what you and your person, what kind of spirit energy is around you and your person this week. Now, Sagittarius, this could be a relationship that's very new, very old. One that's come back around after a while of distance, maybe, or challenge. So let's just see. Get right into it. Show me what's going on with Sagittarius and their lover. All right, we have zombie spirit and spirit of the scales. Wow. So spirit of the scales has been coming up a lot for the reading lately, right? So scales, that's Libra energy also. But here we're talking about oracle, right? So oracle is a little bit different than tarot, but same kind of energy. Spirit of the scales, karma, justice, balance, and then zombie spirits. So somebody's being very submissive, or there's some kind of some control issues maybe, right? Because zombie spirit is kind of just being led along. But we're going to know more about it, Sagittarius, as we pull out more of your cards. Let's go ahead and pull out your animal spirits. I'm going to get all your cards out, and then we can get right into your reading. Animal spirits, I love pulling out animal spirits because they really talk much more about the deeper energies that are at play in a relationship with regard to each person, like how you may be resonating or how your person is resonating. So let's just see what kind of animal spirits you've got going on this week in this connection. The shark. Whew, and the horse. Oh, wow. Okay. The shark and the horse. Wow. 2 very, very strong creatures, right? One is a predator. Shark, water energy, and the horse is earth energy. The horse is strong, independent, very strong energy. And, of course, appropriate to come up for you, Sagittarius, right? So, like I said, let me get the rest of your cards out and see. I love to see the horse show up for Sagittarius readings because as an animal spirit, it really is our animal spirit, you know. There is a reason why the Sagittarius is half horse, half human, right? This sense of independence and freedom, more or less freedom, really, you know, not necessarily independence. You can be with people, but you have to have your freedom, right? And that's really what the horse talks about, but we're going to get into it. A lot of cards are flipping over, and that's unusual for my read, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on this week for Sagittarius and their person. Show me. All right, so your person is resonating with 7 of Cups, and you are resonating with Knight of Wands. They see you as a 10 of Wands, and you see them as a 2 of Swords. They desired Hierophant, and you desire 7 of Wands. Wow. Okay, and what needs to happen? Page of Swords, and for you, Page of Wands. Ah, this is really sweet, actually. This is a very sweet reading right off the bat, my lovely Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck is Ace of Pentacles. Definitely, this connection is a connection that is like a golden opportunity. And look, underneath, 10 of Cups. Wow. Right? Oh, feels nice. The perfect union that also brings abundance on a material level, that brings physical abundance. You know, Eight Pentacles being about the physical world, right? Earth, the material world. But don't forget, the material world is also about your body and your health, your environment. It's not only just about, like, gaining abundance and money, right? It can be a golden opportunity to be is kind of underneath this reading this week in terms of just having abundance in the earthly realm in terms of comfort. That doesn't necessarily mean excess, but it means comfort, like being in comfortable surroundings, having enough to live on, having enough to have a certain quality of life, having enough to be in a relationship. Relationships kind of take money to a certain degree. If you want to be together, there has to be enough sort of abundance and material sort of stability there for two people to be together, right? So let's get right into it, Sagittarius. This is quite a cute reading. Seven of Cups and Knight of Wands. So your person this week is resonating with Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is really kind of like daydreaming, like daydreaming, and fantasizing about what they desire. They are coming in with a real kind of like, idealization, even over idealization. Seven is the number for hopes and dreams in tarot, and Seven of Cups, it's like daydreaming about your uttermost desire, especially when it comes to a relationship. There is a danger though with Seven of Cups because it is the card for illusion also in tarot. And so what can happen with Seven of Cups is that energy, that kind of pie in the sky sort of thinking about what it is you desire, what it is you're trying to bring into your life. Sometimes it can be very unrealistic. It can have unrealistic expectations. It's not to say that you won't necessarily experience that, but the expectations can be very unrealistic. And that's how your person is coming in. The person in this connection for you, Sagittarius, is coming in this week. Now you're coming in with Knight of Wands, and that's absolutely appropriate, isn't it? Because fire. Knights are always air. Remember that. So when you see tarot, Knight of Wands, you're having the air aspect, the airy aspect of fire, which is Wands. So we're talking about communication. You're going to be really quick-witted this week, coming in with communication. You're really enthusiastic this week coming in. Knight of Wands is also that kind of energy of really being like the champion, the supporter, right? The cheerleader, whether it's for your own vision or your own goal or for somebody else. So you're coming into the week really strong, Sagittarius, with a lot of strong, fiery energy and communication, and it feels really good. It's very typical. Some of you also, Knight of Wands, right? So when we're talking about knights, knights kind of go out, right? They go out and they sort of go after what they want. Their energy is very sort of proactive, it's very kinetic. So Knight of Wands also, some of you are just have a lot of different projects you have going on, or you may have a project going on that you're just extremely busy with, and it's just requiring you to physically do a lot of work, right? But also physically be very communicative about it. You may have to be very vocal in your work. And these are just energies that you and your person are coming into the week with, regardless of this connection. It could be impacted by this connection, but it can also be regardless. You may be quite busy in your life regardless of this connection. Now, how do you see each other? All right, so this is where it gets really interesting. They see you as a Ten of Wands. And you see them as a Two of Swords. So land of indecision, Sagittarius, right? They see you as someone who has really struggled a lot and carried a lot of oppression and burden. They see you with a Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is, with all the tens, right? We talk about completion, we're going from the ace to the 10. We talk about completion at the 10. So it's completion. It's also the essence of the beginning of something new. But in that stage of completion, completion in Ten of Wands also means that there was one last sort of hurdle or one last sort of battle, right? And this is how they see you. This is how your person is seeing you this week, Sagittarius, right? That you have that you have been carrying a lot for quite some time, but also that you are very, very much in a place of letting it go. Because Ten of Wands is carrying it, but also realizing it's too heavy and really putting it down. And when I say burdens, Ten of Wands is just, trials and tribulations and burdens, responsibilities that we carry, hang-ups, the way we see ourselves, certain hang-ups that we have carried, and for a little while they were crutches, and now they are sort of barriers. And this is how your person is seeing you. And I wonder, do you feel like that, Sagittarius, or not? But they are kind of, and when somebody sees you as a Ten of Wands, also Sagittarius, when somebody sees you as this energy, it's a very empathetic energy. So if you have been struggling, if you have had difficulties recently, Sagittarius, then this person sees that and they understand that. Okay? So it's a very nice card. It's I want to get it clear to you that I don't want you to get the wrong impression that they see that you are somehow downtrodden or something like that. I think that this is much more a very sort of an empathetic sort of energy coming off of them. Now, for you, though, you have Two of Swords, and that's the land of indecision. You're having a really difficult time making a decision, and this is how you see them. This is very interesting energy, Sagittarius. You see them as a Two of Swords. You see them. Now, it could, what does that mean? Does that mean that you are seeing them as indecisive? As if they're the ones who are unable to make this decision? Or when you see this person, is it that you are finding yourself unable to make a certain decision? Right? Because you see, this is an interesting card that doesn't really fall in this position for this read a lot because of the energy of the card. And I think I'll need a clarifier probably for this to see, to see more about this Two of Swords. But you see them. And Two of Swords is sort of, it's Moon and Libra energy, right? It's being unable to make a decision between one thing or the other. The secret with Two of Swords, Sagittarius, is balance, right? Oftentimes we feel like we're given an impossible decision. You can see that she can't make a decision between the Two Swords based on looks, based on weight. So now she's bound her eyes, and now she's going inward, right? Now she's going inside herself and hoping to intuit maybe a difference, which will help her make the decision. It's a very emotional process. And what you find in the process of it, what the figure symbolically finds is that the best way is to find a balance between the two. And so sometimes you don't have to be forced into an impossible decision. It is a kind of it's a nod to let you know that, when you're put in that position, it's best for you, and it's okay for you to make a third decision, and that third decision can be a little bit of both. Now, what do you guys desire? They desire commitment, utter commitment. They want commitment from you. I think they want commitment. It's interesting now because as we get deeper into the read, this is how they come in and this is what they desire, Seven of Cups and commitment. So it could be that they really, 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 their biggest desire is perhaps to get married or to be very committed, maybe move in, or if, in this relationship, it could be that this is what they are wanting the next steps to be. All right. So, that's what they desire. You desire Seven of Wands, and Seven of Wands is valor. It's the card for valor. It's the card for being able to survive, being able to be victorious, being able to fight off whatever obstacles come your way, being very creative. So this is quite interesting, your desire, and especially, and we're talking about what's your desire in this relationship. Seven of Wands, it's like you really want to be able to stand your ground, I think, Sagittarius. So this is interesting. This could be a relationship, Sagittarius, that is either fairly new or that has come back together maybe after a long break, right? Because this indecision here on your part, and also because of this really sort of this energy that your person is bringing in, this level of wanting commitment, and this kind of really like pie in the sky, really highly idealized idea that they have about the relationship of what they want. Maybe even, like I said, uh, expectations that are too unrealistic expectations even. So this could be indeed a new relationship that's coming in. And so this person is coming in hot, or you guys are coming together hot. You're still trying to make your decisions. Or it could be a relationship that's come back after being on the brakes. What needs to happen though is this, right? You guys come in with 2 pages, and pages are all about overcoming fear. So whatever challenge is in this in this relationship, and I almost wonder if there is even challenge. This could very much be a relationship between two people who are just slowly starting to come together, right? They may be trying to find their feet, because for your person to want commitment and for you to not be to be kind of indecisive here with this 2 of Swords, it just seems to me like this is a relationship that's still trying to find its feet. And really, and especially with 2 pages coming out in a position of what needs to happen, pages are associated with earth, and they're associated with overcoming fear. And so again, this could be a relationship that is having a little challenge coming together because of insecurities or fears on either part. Your person needs a Page of Swords energy. So your person needs to really exhibit no fear about communicating, no fear about, well, let's say fear of failing, right? Fear of not succeeding in what they want to get. Also, just negative self-talk, right? That negative self-image, negative self-talk, believing that, uh, you know, you can't do it, or you can't make it, or this relationship isn't going to work, or anything like that. Page of Swords, it fights against that, right? He conquers that fear. That is the fear that he is, his energy is out to conquer. So stay confident, and that's what your person needs to do. Stay confident. Now, you are resonating, Sagittarius, with Page of Cups. You're overcoming fear about your creativity and expressing your creativity and being your unique self, right? Following your ideals and your goals. The Page of Wands is all about following his vision, following a vision that he has sort of begun to, outline for himself, and not being afraid to follow that vision specifically, and not being afraid to sort of express themselves in that particular creative way for fear of ridicule or for fear of embarrassment or anything like that. Page of Wands is all about overcoming that sort of insecurity, right? So it's interesting, Sagittarius. For you, what needs to happen is that you need to be fearless about who you are, and just continue to be who you are and follow the path that you've chosen for yourself. And your person really needs to overcome any fears of communicating with you about this relationship. Again, this feels like a very new relationship, just starting to come together and kind of trying to find their feet. Now, Shark energy and Horse energy. The horse is definitely your energy, which is all about freedom and independence. And this relationship will work if both people are, if your person understands that, right? They have to absolutely understand that you have to have your freedom, right? Commitment can happen with a Sagittarius. Absolutely. A Sagittarius can absolutely be committed as long as they still have their freedom. The problem is that it's very hard for people to give their partner their freedom. A lot of people have so many, people in general, all signs, people in general don't have a lot of insecurities about that. And so that's why, people sometimes come down on Sagittarius for being such a difficult person to have a relationship with, because they never stick around long enough and blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter is that a Sagittarius will absolutely stick around with you for a long time and have a wonderful relationship with you if you are strong enough to let them have their freedom. If you can handle it. Can you handle it that they might have to go on a business trip? Or can you handle it that they might go with their friends on a vacation without you? Not for any reason, but just to go with their friends. Not cheat on you. Obviously be monogamous if that was the agreement, and come back. If you're secure enough to allow you, or to I'm not even going to say we'll use the word allow, but if you are confident and secure enough to be able to handle that in a Sagittarius, then what you get back from a Sagittarius is a wonderful relationship. Now, Shark energy is all about emotions that are lurking beneath the surface. So again, there are emotions here that need to come out, that need to be talked about. Shark energy, it's emotions, it's water energy, and sharks, they come out of nowhere, right? So we're talking about feelings that lurk in the shadows of the deep waters that really need to come out. It could be, it could be negative feelings or happy feelings. But whatever these feelings are, they're strong feelings. And shark energy really talks about the need to let these feelings come out. So let's pull your clarifier, Sagittarius, and then I'm going to call this a reading. Show me what's going on. Yeah, it feels to me you've got a lot of wand energy here. All fire energy for you, Sagittarius. So you are very busy kind of with your life and stuff. So I think it does feel to me like this is a new relationship that's come in, and you're kind of trying to decide if this is the kind of connection that you can have in your life. And your person is wanting it. They want it, but there still needs to be a little bit more communication here, I think. Show me what's going on with Sagittarius and their person this week. Especially with that shark energy. Zombie spirit is at play, and I think that's at play because one of you, either you Sagittarius or your person, is maybe someone who can sort of clench up or be sort of unavailable, or like just not be able to express themselves, like a zombie, be quite empty and overly submissive, not able to sort of take the proactive step towards working on a relationship, just not putting any effort in. And it could be that one of you is, well, not that you're resonating that way, but certainly zombie spirit is at play. So this energy is at play here. You know what I'm saying? So if if one of you, if either you, Sag, or your person are kind of, being pulled towards just being quite apathetic and not making the right moves that you need to make, Page of Swords, Page of Wands, right? Overcoming those fears, and that's going to be a negative input here. What do we got? They're upside down. There we go. Page of Wands again. Six of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune for your person. You have Eight of Pentacles. There you go. Ace of Cups. Nice. And Six of Cups. Oh, this is absolutely a new love affair, Sagittarius. I don't know what to tell you. So it's very sweet. Yes, it's absolutely, this is a new love affair. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to go right to you, Sagittarius. This week, and remember, this is this week's snapshot, but for you, it's all about work this week, right? Eight of Pentacles. So you have a lot of work to do. You have, Eight of Pentacles is about that focus, being really sort of disciplined, putting a lot of restrictions on yourself so that you get the work done. Right? And so Sagittarius, again, this is what I was saying earlier with all of this Wands energy. You're at a point in your life right now where you're doing a lot. You may be having a lot of projects. You may be having a lot of work that you're doing. You may be sort of, locking down a particular goal. You're very ambitious, and you are being very restrictive with your time because you're working on something. Nevertheless, there is a consideration for this connection with this person. You're thinking about it, Two of Swords, and it is a new love connection because look at that Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Ace of Cups, of course, new love. And then Six of Cups, which is the kind of love that is extremely affectionate and physically pleasing as well. Six of Cups is, of course, a soulmate card. So this is a nice, really beautiful, nice kind of connection. I think this is a new connection. So some of you Sagittarius, you may have met this person in the last couple of months to a year. I'm going to say this is a new relationship, right? So whatever new relationship or new connection means to you, Sagittarius, some people think it can be a couple of weeks or a couple of days. Some people could be a couple of months. I would say you've definitely met this person at least within the last maybe six months. Now, your person is resonating with Page, at least within the last 6 months, because it is still showing up as fairly new now. Page of Wands again. So your person is all, they got their eye on you. You're resonating Page of Wands here. So they really have their eye on you in terms of like your fearlessness. Page of Wands is one of the highest cards in the tarot for overcoming just general fear. So just overcoming the tiger of fear, And so your person is wanting that. They're also wanting that new adventure, that new sort of overcoming fear, setting out on a new goal, a new vision. And so your person is also resonating with that this week. Six of Pentacles. is a real wanting of sharing physicality. So you have Six of Cups here. Six is the number for harmony. So you're feeling love, harmony, and emotional harmony. Your person is feeling physical harmony. So they want to, your person is either somebody who's very charitable or humanitarian, or with regards, it's certainly they may be doing that anyway in their life. But here it can also be with regard to a relationship, and with a relationship that has such nice kind of energy to it. It can be that your person wants to share their physical world with you, their actual environment. So they may want to, like, again, maybe wanting to move in with you. They may be wanting to ask you to get married with that Hierophant. It's some, it's beautiful though. It's not overbearing. It's six. It's harmonious. So there's a harmonious feeling of wanting to share sort of what you have with your person. And then there's the Wheel of Fortune for your person. So they are right now feeling like they're definitely going through a period of good fortune coming in. Like, once in a lifetime kind of events happening, once in a lifetime opportunities coming in. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about. The wheel is turning. This is an absolute once in a lifetime opportunity or relationship for your person. And I think they see that, which is why they are wanting this Hierophant, which is why they're coming in hard with the Seven of Cups. Karma, remember, Spirit of the Scales here. Again, karma, justice, balance. It's a real feeling that this is, on the one hand, be careful not to be over apathetic. Either you or your person need to be careful not to be over apathetic this week about it. Really make more of an, of real an action, or I want to say, put real energy into communicating with each other, because also Spirit of the Scales is at play in terms of bringing balance and really making this like a karmic moment. Like, this is good karma happening. Like, this Wheel of Fortune and Spirit of the Scales means that this relationship is sort of a good karma event coming into your life, something that you deserve, Sagittarius, and your person deserve. Certainly your person feel like they deserve it with that Wheel of Fortune. And any person to have a relationship with a Sagittarius, an evolved Sagittarius, a healthy Sagittarius, is really in for a beautiful time. And I don't just say that because I am a Sagittarius. It's, it's a known fact, it's in terms of like, just connections, if the two of you sort of connect and are complementary, especially with such harmony everywhere, 6-6, Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. It can be such a wonderful, wonderful relationship. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. This is your weekly outlook, Sagittarius, for you and your lover. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and share and all that stuff. All that good stuff helps my channel to stay here. If you're ever watching my videos and there's tons of ads on it or what have you, you probably didn't even make it to the end of the video just now, but please do just email me. Sometimes YouTube puts tons of ads on the videos and I don't even realize it. And I don't want that. So just email me if you have any problems watching this live stream. But for right now, my lovely Sagittarius, you know how much I love you. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for your weekly love outlook. Bye-bye, guys.